This is the story I was going to tell last week that earmuffs, because we got voted down on iTunes because somebody said the N-word once.
Right.
Elston.
That wasn't me.
I was trying to go to Halloween, but I worked for a Chinese restaurant, and it turns out they don't acknowledge any holidays. In fact, they feel every year they feel like they're going to benefit from being open on every holiday the rest of the world is closed.
Yeah,
and they
That's
don't.
the way of Chinese restaurants.
But they don't. But the thing is, they don't
the
have
only place you can get takeout on Christmas Day.
It's true, but it's only because they don't have anywhere else to go. I've been there on Christmas Eve, and I've been there on Halloween and New Year's Day, and nothing happens. But there's money to be made. So apparently they say they fine. Well, here's something you have to know. I want everybody to know who orders delivery food. If you order, the place closes at 10 o'clock, and you order at 9:45. The Chinese restaurant, they'll deliver it to you. The delivery driver is going to hate you.
Right.
We will hate you. And you know, how do you make up for that?
Blowjobs?
Close, kind of like that.
Is that what you've done, Marshall?
Excessive tip.
A tip.
Right.
A tip. And it's Halloween night, and it's
Right.
10 o'clock, and I'm trying to go home, and I already know the neighborhood. Oh, shit. It's a trailer. I know this. I already know the woman.
If this is South Florida, then yes.
I already know the woman. And I'm not in like...
Central Florida, even.
You could call it... It's not even a racist thing. Like, fuck it. Like, I lived it for 5 years. Black people don't tip. Black people just don't tip. It doesn't matter any stature in life. Like, either no one's told
sure
them.
They do.
I got my largest tip. I'll say that from a black woman who, a doctor. Like I got $75 tip. That's insane. That's absolutely insane.
I think that makes up for the rest.
It absolutely does not, especially not this one. And I'm going out to this trailer. I'm like, oh motherfucker, fucking just better hurry the fuck up. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home. And they get to the door, and this little kid comes out. How much was it? And this is how I remember the price. I'm like Brett Elston all of a sudden. $24.80. I'm like, it's $24.80, little kid. What, Jamal? $24.80. $24.80. And $24.80, and he hands me $25. I'm like, thank you. Thank you. $25. Great. No tip. And then
20-cent tip.
And then I hear in, you know, reverberating from the fucking acoustics of the trailer, no! No! And I'm like, oh fuck. And she's like, where's the rest of my money? I'm like, what are you talking about? Where's the rest of my money? My kid handed you money. Where's the rest of my money? I'm like, there is no rest of your money. Calm the fuck down. We're closed. Like, I don't have anywhere to go. I'm going home after this. We're going home. And then she's like, no, I'm gonna get the rest of my money. I'm like, shh. And then finally I just blew up. Shut the fuck up. You called us at the last minute. I did you a fucking favor by coming out here. Do not get in my fucking face and yell at me. And she's like, oh shit, no. And I take all the change, and she runs inside, and I take all the change out of my pocket and throw it in the fucking woods. just so like, if for some reason, if she has someone in there of authority who could shake me down and pat, no, I didn't have it. I didn't have 20 cents. Didn't have 20 cents. And she comes out with a knife. With a knife and holds it to my face, and she's like, "Give me my fucking money." I'm like,
she held a knife to your face for 20 fucking cents.
For 20 cents. For 20 cents. This took me a long time to put together.
Or does she just want her money back?
For 20 cents, she's like, "Give me my motherfucking money." I'm like, "You're holding a knife to my throat, you fucking bitch!" Like I'm cursing at her. I don't want to read that. I'm calling the fucking cops right now. You're gonna call the cops. I'm gonna call the cops. So we're both. She runs in the house and she's calling the cops on her fucking like giant fucking house phone. And I'm calling on my giant cell phone.
Right.
And like we're calling the cops. And the entire time she's yelling at me with a knife to my throat. And I'm watching because there's no markings in the driveway. I knew where I was going because I've delivered this awful person before. And I just watched the sheriff drive back and forth. As there's a bye, hi. I'd wave to you, but I could cut myself if I turn around. Bye, hi. And we just keep fucking yelling at each other. And finally some guy in a McDonald's uniform comes out. Hey, everything's cool here. Like, everything would be cool here. Like, here's your money. Here's a little bit of something for you. Let's forget this all ever happened. And that, you know, that when like someone comes in and like resolves a fight, and then like there's that person like, oh, now I'm gonna get really crazy. Now I'm gonna get really crazy. Oh, this motherfucker right here. He tried to steal my fucking money. Listen to me. And like after all these, like a lot of insults have changed place here. You listen to me. She's like, look at me, motherfucker. Look at me. You stealing my money? You a fucking nigga. in like the weight of the word, bam! Like, I'm never supposed to say that word.
Right.
Like, why was I just called that? And why was I just called that? And I can't really say. I'm like, you just held a knife to my throat over 20 cents. Who's the fucking boop?
Right.
Never, under no circumstances, is it okay to say that to an irate black lady.
Right.
No.
And I was not in the right for saying it, even in that set where she set me up. And at that point, I was being chased with a knife, and I had just got a new car. I had just got a new, brand new, cherry, 1996 Toyota Camry, and I'm tearing ass through the yard with this lady. Like, I'm like, I had knocked over this like firewood in front of her, like boom, like with a fucking skirt on, just hurdled it like an Olympic champion, running after me, and I'm trying to get out of this driveway, but there's no driveway. I'm just slipping on the grass, and I get out of there, like, and my adrenaline's going like fucking hard, and I'm driving down this canopy road. Canopy roads, neglect them in Florida, but they're beautiful. But they block out all the light. Right. There's no lights, and all of a sudden I see in the very foggy, there's no lights, orange triangle, cop, flashlight, and try and slam on my brakes, and I almost hit a cop in the middle of the street, and he like smacks my car with his flashlight. Pull the fuck over! Like, what were you in a hurry for? I'm like, motherfucker, I called you like 20 minutes ago. I had a knife to my throat. Where were you guys? He's like, well,
we got a bunch of gators over here.
They were. I don't know what they were doing.
I gotta go bash some face.
So I get four, and like I get four. There's four guys surrounding me. Like, what were you doing? I'm like, I told them, like, all right, we got a case number. Your story sort of checks out. She says she stole her money. I'm like, motherfucker, I have the receipt, and I have how much money I have the receipt and how much money she gave me. Check everything I have on me. I had cashed out before I left the store. All this money is mine. All this money is hers. It's very easy to count. And like, she says you were volatile. Yes, I was. And like, all right. Here, the McDonald's guy. The McDonald's guy, he'll know what to do. Like,
McDonald's guys always know what to do.
We were at the house. There is no McDonald's guy. Shit. My alibi, and like, we think you're lying, and like, I'm like yelling at the cops on the, like, adrenaline's coursing through my veins, on the verge of tears, and it was great. I just like, all of a sudden, like, a bunch of rednecks yelling in my ear. Everything fell away. Arrest me. If I'm in trouble, arrest me. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. Fucking arrest me. He's like, we already talked to your boss. You're fired. He said you're fired. He said you're fired. And that's apparently how my boss dealt with everything whenever there was a complaint. Oh, he's fired. And it worked every time. No one ever... There was never a second phone call.
That's fucking genius.
And I went back to work the next day.
Fired as usual.
But he's fired. And it took me a really long time to figure it out. If you've been listening to this whole stupid story, the kid stole the money. Kid stole the money. She's like, she really did think, and she wasn't that she was over 20 cents. She handed him 2 20s.
Right.
And he handed me a 5, and he was a very young kid, and I think he thought he could get away with, like, well, the delivery guy took it.
Right.
Kid stole the money. Knife to my throat. Halloween, I went out, and I don't remember any of that. Because I was too busy telling this story. Sorry. Now it's an hour.
Fascinating.
Now it's an hour.
10 kinds of fucked up.